Peace to the tribes. Peace to the world. Peace to the family. Got a question. What if the white man, the good Christian white folk, what if they found out that this Negro, this African American that they really killing, that they really destroying, that they're really oppressing, what if they found out that this was really the Israelite as well as the Aboriginal American, not native. Native means only born. Aboriginal means the original one. Let's check out Caramel. He dropping jewels, man.
It says here, Life Among the Texas Indians, the WPA narratives, from this book right here, as you can see. Alright, so it says in this part right here of this book, it says on August 2nd, 1937, there was a human skeleton discovered deposited in a crevice of limestone rock in Atoka County. This location being within the boundary of the hunting grounds in which the Comanche Indians were permitted to use as their hunting grounds for 90 days. At that time, permission was given. A band of Creek Indians was hunting in different locations in Pittsburgh County without permission, which caused some trouble between the Choctaw and Creek Indians. In all probability, the Comanche Indians at their usual hunting season camped at this particular place. The human skull and skeleton shows that probably he was a Negro Indian type. He was probably a Negro Indian type and indicated that he was shot with a bow and arrow, the arrowhead being the type that Comanches used. The point of the arrowhead entering the body extends into the backbone, and the point of the arrowhead still remains in the backbone of the skeleton. Beads and other ornaments found with the skeleton show the type that a Creek Negro Indian wore in those days. Again, a Negro Creek Indian, the type of clothes, and the beads, and the ornaments. Alright? More correlation. Now let's go to this journal. It's from an anthropological science magazine journal. This came out in 1939. Volume 38 actually spoke of the same thing. It was like the beginning of the talk, and the next month for volume 39 they continue to talk about it. So it says here, see if I can zoom into it. So again, it's Man, a monthly record of anthropological science, published under the direction of the Royal Anthropological Institute of Great Britain and Ireland. So it says here, Negro skeletal remains from Indian sites in the West Indies. Says the recent paper in this journal by Buxton, Trevor and Julian, they're talking about the previous article I mentioned, right? Volume 47, 1938, implies that an undeformed Negroid physical type inhabited the Virgin Islands in pre-Columbian times. Not only is this implication contrary
Wait
to
a
previously
minute.
accepted findings.
So, wait a minute. These Negroes were the Indians who used to say, hi-ya, hi-ya. Let's find out. Let's dig a little
Who was
deeper.
here before Columbus? I know you see a lot of pictures of the Indians and the natives, and light skinned like me, long hair, a little bit like me. Some look like Chinese, darker and stuff. But that came after. That was the Mongolian Asian migration. Okay, that was after. The original tribes were a couple colored. I'm going to show you. That's what I'm going to show you right now. I was referencing the Mayas earlier. You know, and all of that. The Aztecs creation, how it's very similar to the Bibles. Yeah. Now, what I'm about to tell you is might be out of your thinking, but what if I told you that the tribes that were here on this side of the world, American continents, north, south, central, a lot were the biblical tribes talked about in the Old Testament, as well as in reference to the Hebrew ones, the Israelite tribes, the tribes of Judah, the tribes of, the 12 tribes. So it says here, from etymology online, let's go right there right now. See what I'm showing you right here? it's going to be for a reason. So Yahweh, right? Or let's see, what do we call Jehovah, right? Etymology. Tinsdale transliteration of Hebrew tentagram Yahweh using the vowel points of Adonai, my Lord. See Yahweh. Use Yahweh. Okay, so let's go to Yahweh. Okay, let's read this very carefully now. Yahweh, 1869 hypothetical reconstruction of the tetragrammation YHWH, see Jehovah, based on the assumption that the tetragrammation is the imperfective of Hebrew word Hawa, earlier form of Heya.
Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya.
In the sense
The Indians
one
call
who
God's name
exists.
Hayya, not
And so it
Yahweh.
says here, I am that I am. It is the common English translation of the response that God used in the Hebrew Bible when Moses asked for his name, Exodus 3:14. It is one of the most famous verses in the Torah. Heya means existed.
Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya.
Heye is the first person singular imperfect form and is usually translated in English Bible says I am or I will be or I shall be. For example, Heye Asher Heye literally translates as I am who I am. Okay, so what did it tell you? One of the most famous verses in the Torah. So it says here, in appearance it is possible to render Yahweh as an archaic third-person singular imperfect form of Heya, to be, meaning, therefore he is. It is notably distinct from the root El, which can be used as simple noun to refer to the creator, deity, general creation agrees. Where God is represented as speaking, hence as using the first person, I am. Other scholars regard the transcendental root of Hawa as more likely origin of the name Yahweh.
Hayya is the origin of Yahweh. Hayya, hayya. They stole everything from us.
Now sing with me.
Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Man,
You see what I'm trying to tell you?
the royal people of God,
And they were just saying hey for nothing.
reduced to niggers,
So Yahweh, they were saying Yahweh in
Negroes,
their way, in the original way.
monkeys.
Oh Lord, oh God, Creator, I am, He exists, to be. Okay?
Lost sheep of
The most
Israel.
important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. You trade in your sense for an act. You give up your ability to feel in exchange, put on a mask. There can't be any Garcia revolution until there's a personal revolution on an individual level. It's gotta happen inside first.
That's what all Negroes need to start back saying. Negroes need to chant Hiya, 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 and see our God come.
So American, adjective pertaining to America. American, a noun, a native of America, originally applied to the aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America.
Now, to the Negro, do you remember? And also to the white man, will you repent for what your fathers did, for what you seek to do this day? Many of you know, many of you don't. Most of you don't. We waking up, man, and it's gonna be a debt to pay. Y'all better ride with us, man, because when the children of Israel wake, lights out, baby. Shalom. Hiya, 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 hiya.